on a bench,
twirling our hair,
chilling at Disneyland,
twirling our hair,
just chilling in Times Square,
and twirling our hair. Have you guys ever wondered why we say that? We're gonna tell you. Finally, you get to find out where the twirling our hair comes from. So today we are sitting on a bench just in the center of Town Square. There is the flagpole. The American flag stands here strong and proud. And one day, Tiffany and I were here just hanging out, relaxing, having a really chill and fun Disney day. We thought to ourselves, like, hey, let's have a snack. We got some ice cream. We came and sat on this bench, and we sat and we talked and we met people and we saw Sensational, the parade go by.
Yep.
We ended up staying for the flag ceremony.
It was our very first time seeing the flag ceremony, so we were just in awe of how amazing it was.
Yeah, and Tiffany was doing some Insta stories.
I was
being silly because we're like, who comes to Disneyland to just sit on a bench? And we're like,
we do.
So her Insta story, she was like, we're just sitting on a bench. I'm like, twirling my hair.
Just sitting on that bench.
And so many people commented and thought it was really funny. And we're like, oh, you guys should sit on the bench and talk about stuff more. And
here we are.
Here we are. So that's how the Disney Benches got started. We also want to talk a little bit about what really inspired us to have something to talk about. As we were sitting here, Sensational is great. I'm sure many of you have seen that parade. That was really cool. But also, as we were sitting here, neither of us had seen the flag ceremony before. And what they do is they do a tribute to all of the veterans, all of the different branches of the United States military, and they speak to everyone in the surrounding area. They ask you if you've ever served or if someone in your family has served. If you have, they thank you for your service, and they ask you to stick around for the coming ceremony. Once the ceremony begins, the Dapper Dans, they sing a song, the Disneyland band plays, and
they play every single military theme song too. So they play for the Army, they play for the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines.
And as they play, if you step up to the flagpole for the branch that you served in, and it's just such a touching moment. We both cried. It was really beautiful. It was really touching. I have people very close to me and near and dear to my heart that have served and are currently serving in the military. Tiffany as well.
I'm an Army brat. My dad was in the Army, so I literally grew up on a military bases my whole life.
So for us personally, it's something really important to us, and also just seeing all the families around us and seeing how important it was to them and the camaraderie that these people shared. They didn't know each other, but they're standing in that circle. You could tell that there was a special bond that they shared that no one else could understand. It was just really beautiful to see. And there were just so many stories there. We also met a lot of people sitting on that bench, twirling our hair. One guy in particular was sitting next to us just before the flag ceremony. We saw him go up to the flag with a penny, and he placed a penny just at the base of the flagpole. And we were looking at each other like, what are you doing? What was that? Like, why?
What's going on?
And so Tiffany, being Tiffany,
I talk to everybody.
She does.
Strangers.
I'm more of a shy person, but she will talk to anyone.
I literally make friends with everyone.
So she asked the guy. She goes, hey, what was that you put on the flagpole? And he told us that apparently it was a tradition that Walt had when he was alive. At the beginning of the flag ceremony, he would place a penny just at the base. And if they were able to complete the entire flag ceremony with the penny still there and it didn't fall down, it was a lucky penny. And then Walt would retrieve the penny and he would give it to one lucky guest and let them know that it was a lucky penny.
That's really
cool. I mean, a lucky penny from Walt Disney is probably the best souvenir you could ever get.
I couldn't imagine a better souvenir, especially at Disneyland.
I'm curious how many people there are out there who have a lucky penny from Walt Disney.
I'm sure.
But so this guy comes, and every single day that he's here, he sits for the flag ceremony, and he carries on the tradition that Walt started, and he gives the penny to a lucky guest if the penny makes it through the ceremony. So we just thought that was so cool. We were just so touched that day. We just had the best day ever. We enjoyed being at the park together. We enjoyed hanging out, sitting on the bench, watching the magic unfold around us, hearing people's stories, learning new stories, making our own memories and our own magic, and we decided to start a YouTube channel about it.
Yeah.
And here we are, just sitting on a bench.
Twirling our hair.
So we want to give a shout out to you. We are into our VEDA now. We've been vlogging every day in April, which is more than we ever have because we've been so inconsistent.
Yeah.
We're hoping
we're new. We're new.
We don't know what we're doing yet, but we're getting better, right? Are we?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think so.
So hopefully after VEDA, we'll be more consistent. We want to post at least a vlog a week. That's the goal. But we just want to say thank you so much, all of you who are watching, everyone who subscribed so far. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with us and for being patient with us and watching us grow and giving us feedback and interacting. It means the world to us. If you haven't yet, you're tuning in for the first time, please subscribe. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Disney Benches. And it's the middle of VEDA, so we'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again for watching.
Thanks
and
for watching,
we'll see you tomorrow.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Sitting on the bench.
I'm gonna twirl my hair.
Chilling at Disney.
Twirling my hair.
Just relaxing. We're still sitting on a bench.
Twirling my hair.
Hanging out at Disneyland.
Twirling my hair.
Chilling with Stella Lou.
And twirling my hair.
I mean, these are really just the best Disney days.
Goals.
Right, Stella? In DCA today. Sitting on a bench.
Twirling my hair.
Not doing anything but looking at people and sitting on this bench.
Twirling my hair.
You know how we always do on the bench.
Twirling my hair.